Hi folks, this is Andy Skinner with Nebadon.com. I'm going to do a really quick introduction to the ramp program. I'll start by clicking the R7 icon. Here we have the login screen. I'm in the demonstration mode, which is exactly what you'll see when you run the ramp program. Because I'm in the free trial, I don't need to enter my username or password. I just simply click on free trial. I'll get this message window and I'll dwell here for just a minute. 3 simple steps to get started. Very simple to do. Step number 1, select a data source. Step 2, select the symbols you want to scan. Step 3, we'll select what we want to scan for, or the patterns. So let's do that. In step 1, I'll click the down arrow and look at the available data sources. For this demonstration, I'm just going to use the free end-of-day internet data. If you want to use one of the other data sources, click on Help right here and read about how to connect to that data source before you try doing it. Step 2 says select the symbols we'd like to scan. I will click here to select the symbol list, and a window will pop up that will allow me to select or create a new symbol list. You can have as many symbol lists as you like. You can name them anything you like. These are the defaults and are automatically maintained by the system. For more information on how to do this, there's video help. You can click that and watch a video on how to do it. But for this demonstration, I'll simply select the S&P 500 and I will click on Use This List. The days per bar, I can set up to 20 if I want. Those would actually be monthly bars. We'll run daily bars for this demonstration. These are price and volume filters. In step 3, we'll start with the trendline module. I'll click on trendline. All of the inputs you need to scan for any interaction of a stock price breaking through or touching a trend line are right here. These can be filled in with some default values, which are under this pull down. I'll click on bullish trendline touch just to get us started. And the last step, of course, I guess we could call it step 4, is just to click on start scan. Here you can see the ramp program running through my 500 symbols, finding everything that is bouncing on a support line. At the left, all of the symbols that were found are listed. I can simply click on them with my mouse, or if I prefer, I can just use the down arrow key and go through the symbols. If I want to look in detail, I can zoom in any part of the chart I would like. To zoom back out, just click on the symbol again. I can also right-click on the chart, and there's a complete menu here. One thing that's used often is the export dialog, where you can export the chart to meta files or your printer and save your charts that way. All of the symbols found are saved in a little text file, where I can simply click on Save Symbols. It'll tell me the file where they're found. I'll close that window. We'll try another one. I'll click on the Fibonacci module. In the Fibonacci module, you can select any retracement or extension you would like. Here I have selected 50% retracement. Find downward 50% retracements. We'll see if there are any in the S&P 500 today. You can see the scan happening over here as it's walking through the symbols. There it found one. IRM is at a 50% retracement level. One thing that's very powerful about the ramp program is that you can dual scan. I can take the symbols that I found on, say, 50% retracement, and I can click here, put symbols found and symbols to scan. These symbols will be put over here in your input list. And now I can scan them for support line touches or W bottoms. So the possibilities for finding multiple pattern setups on the same chart are unlimited. Next, in step 3, let's check patterns. Under patterns, there's a button that says select a pattern type, and a window will pop up and you can select from several different chart patterns. I'll click apply. I am in a W bottom and M top scan right now. I want both bearish and bullish. And I want to use my lows and highs to find the W. This says require MACD divergence. For this scan, I don't think I will. I'll just click on Start Scan. And here are some W bottom formations from the S&P 500 occurring today. That scan is finished. Next, let's look at Bob charts. Bob charts are automatic support and resistance lines that can be done on any chart in the ramp program or list of charts. I'll just click on AA and notice that the AA appeared in this white box. I'll click Start Scan, and there you can see support and resistance lines for Alcoa aluminum. Note the red line here and the blue line here. This is forming a channel. The red line is actually a resistance line. The opposite side of that channel is the blue line. You can see it here also. There's the red line and there its matching blue line. I call the blue lines reaction lines and the red lines, of course, are trend lines. I've requested that ramp show me the 4 closest support and 4 closest resistance lines. That's a setting in the program, and you can see all 8 lines are shown here. Another nice thing you can do is I could go right here and I can just type in like Dell. I can see support and resistance lines on any symbol just that quickly. I'll close that window. If I want to see the support and resistance lines on an entire symbol list, then I simply leave this blank and it will do all of the stocks in the S&P 500. I'll start scan. You can see ramp is now building the support and resistance lines on the entire S&P 500. Next, let's take a look at MACD divergence. I'll click on MACD divergence. I have several options here. I won't go through them all. Notice there's help here. There's a lot of video help on MACD divergence. I encourage you to watch those videos. I have, in this case, the MACD set at 1226.9 exponential. Here I'm looking for a bullish divergence, and I'll just click on Start Scan again. This is showing me all of the charts in the S&P 500 that have MACD divergence. I'll close that and let's move on. There's a More button. There's a linear regression channel scan. I'll click on that and I'll use these settings. I won't go through the settings because I want this video to be very fast. This is showing me some linear regression channels that are found in the ramp program. I'll close that. Under More, there are more MACD scans. There's nothing you can find out there that comes anywhere near the ramp program for finding MACD setups. Here's an interesting one, Darvas Box Scanner. I'll click on Start Scan. And now we're looking at Darvas boxes for the S&P 500. I really like this scan. It really shows some bullish opportunities. There are some chart output options. You can use full screen charts. You can show crosshairs, white background. You can show the MACD price threshold line, which is in the MACD videos, or videos telling you what that is. That's available only in the ramp program. Use Internet Explorer view. I'm going to turn on Internet Explorer view. I'm going to go up to Tools. There are a lot of settings in Tools that I won't go through here. But Internet Explorer chart size, I'm going to ask to make some charts that are 300 pixels wide by 200 pixels high. And I'll apply these new settings. And now I'm going to go to Bob Charts. I'll just create a few Bob charts on the S&P 500. And you'll notice if I turned on the Internet Explorer view, and all of the charts as they're found are put on a local web page and they're just stacked. As they come in, they're shown top down. If you use this option for output, then you can simply use your mouse and scroll through the charts once they're all created. And of course, since it's Internet Explorer, if you want to save a chart, you can right click on it and you can send it directly to your printer. With that, I'll close this video. There's a lot in the ramp program. It's very difficult to show it to you in a fast video. I encourage you to install the program. It takes less than a minute to install. You don't need data. I'm using just public internet data. I didn't even have to connect. It just works. So install it, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.